Hello, friends. And welcome to the last Halloweekend reading vlog. So sad. It's over. What the heck? Or almost over. So sad about that. It is actually Thursday afternoon, so I'm starting this a little bit early. I'm not going to start reading until tonight though for it, but I have to work tonight, so I won't be able to start it. But I've had such a great reading week. I've read some of my favorite books this week. It's been crazy. I ended up reading Jawbone by Monaco Oheda, and I loved it. It is so freaking weird. It's an A24 movie. It's an A24 movie book. It is so weird, so gross. There's some body horror in this that is absolutely disgusting. And it's more of like My Heart is a Chainsaw style narrative, I feel like. Like it is like essay form for the most part. Very weird. It's about these girls that kidnap their teacher. That is pretty much all I can say. A lot of great commentary about horror genre in general. They actually explain cosmic horror in this very well. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like, you don't hear it talked about like that often. So yeah, I really like this. I'm giving it 5 stars. The ending was messed up. It's very A24-ish though, so it's very weird. Then I ended up reading The Haunting on the Hill by Elizabeth Hand. I listened to this one while diamond painting. I finished that ghost diamond painting, and I absolutely had a blast with it. It was such a great time. I was like loving it. It's a full production. It has I don't know if it has more than one narrator in it, but it has sound effects. It has lots of sound effects that was fun to be spooked out with during the night while listening to it while diamond painting. And yeah, I had so much fun with it. I do wish the ending wasn't as rushed. The ending felt very rushed to me, so I'm giving it 4 stars. But I mean, it's so good. If you're a drama nerd too, if you're like a Shakespeare nerd, or if you're a drama kid nerd, I did drama in high school, like for years. So like, it's fun. It's about like this woman writing a play, and she rents Hill House to do readings of this play about like a witch that was burned. She actually uses some other material that's like really old and stuff. So yeah, it was like a lot of fun nerding out over witch and Shakespeare play stuff. But yeah, so fun. And such a great little nod to Haunting of Hill House. Like, the stuff that happens in this is like kind of references to The Haunting of Hill House. Like, it's great. It is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It had some other Shirley Jackson pull-ins too of works that I'm kind of familiar with. So yeah, what a great little homage, love letter to The Haunting of Hill House. And the cover is what intrigued me most, because I think I've read an Elizabeth Hand book before and I wasn't like too impressed with it. So I wasn't super excited about it, but I've been seeing people rave about it, and I was just like, I need an audiobook. And yeah, 4 stars. Definitely worth checking out around spooky season. But let's be real, like any time is good for a Haunting of Hill House retelling. And then I got approved for Nestlings by Nate Cassidy. I got approved for this on Tuesday. I finished it on Wednesday this week. I absolutely loved it. It's so good. I did a review on Instagram for it and everything. I was just like talking to Alex about this book too, and he was just like, because he lives in New York and he loves New York architecture and stuff. So I was telling him about like how creepy this building was with gargoyles and everything in the story. But yeah, absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. It's very scary. I feel like the characters in this too are like so realistic. Like Anna is one of my favorite characters I read this year. Like so great at writing women. And yeah, I feel like it's not a normal like Rosemary's Baby situation. It mixes in a little bit of Salem's Lot stuff going on. It's very gross. There's lots of bugs. I was genuinely scared during parts of this book while reading it because there is like a part where, there's a couple parts where it's just like a black hallway, a dark hallway, like with noises, like no! In an old creepy building, like no thanks. But yes, I love it. I love it. It's so creepy. And then there's just like a lot of weird things. It has a great opening. This did feel like a vintage horror vibe. I don't know because of the Rosemary's Baby, but it's just handled, so everything's handled very well in this. There are a lot of content warnings in this, like bugs, gaslighting. There's a racist character. And what else is there? There's just like, I feel like there's a lot of gaslighting in it if you don't like that. But the ending, like, so good. And what Nate Cassidy does at the end of this is so freaking brave to do in horror. Like, dang, I was just like, touche. Like, I am just so happy you went there. Also, I'm devastated. It was like a Mike Flanagan level devastation. Like, it was so good. And then the author's note. Wow. Like, I feel like he topped Mary's author's note in it. Like, dang. Like, you guys gotta read the author's note. And yeah, I teared up at the end of the story itself. And I really, really liked the story. I liked what happened and like how he didn't spend too much time on certain things in that ending. And then I teared up again during his author's note. I was like, dang, Nate Cassidy, you got me. But yeah, 5 stars. This is one of my favorite books this year. I knew I was gonna love it. And yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. So yeah, I've had a great reading week. For Halloweekend, though, I do need to read The Banished, which is physically. I was going to try to read this earlier and it just didn't happen. Y'all, I'm scared. This is for the book that scares me because it's supposed to be the scariest book about witches and I gotta read it physically. Okay, we're not going to talk about it right now. And then I'm going to listen to the Final Girls support group for Friend Loved. I believe Lauren from Happy Haunts Library loved this, and I think Kelsey liked it too. So I'm excited to do the audio because it's Adrienne King. Or is it Adrienne King or Adrienne Young? The Friday the 13th chick. So I'm very excited because I didn't do the audio the first time I read this, but I did really like it. And then I have to read my book club pick, is The Prettiest Girl Alive by Christopher Triana. Our live show is November 1st, but Halloweekend this weekend goes through, now, with what day is it? I don't know. It's Thursday. It goes through Thursday through Halloween, so Tuesday. So I will have time, and I did want to save this around Halloween because it just looks so spooky. Okay, jump scare. Real jump scare here. It is the next day, actually, I realized. When I started opening Kelsey's package, it was probably really loud with the yard work going on. So I decided to open it now on camera. And yeah, it's been a day. I went on a walk earlier, and I will put in like all the Halloween decorations that I saw, but the walk ended up being like a 10,000 step walk. I don't know what happened. I was like, I'm gonna go get coffee now. I'm gonna go visit Alex. Like, it was just like really long, and it's really hot here. It's like in the 80s now, and I was like sweating. So a real jump scare here. For real. So back to Kelsey's package. She sent me, so cute. She's the best. She got me this light up necklace, and I don't want to take out the thing. Well, I guess I could. I just don't have to have it on. Yay! So cute. So excited to wear this to the pumpkin patch tomorrow. This will match my pumpkin outfit. And then these stickers that are so cute with these ghosts with sunglasses. So cute. And what, oh yeah, these stickers are like matte stickers. They're really, really cute. Everything's just so cute. Oh my gosh, a little goodie bag. More spider rings. Hell yeah. Which, is it gonna fit? It might only fit on my pinky. No, it can fit over my ring finger. Look, it matches my Beetlejuice shirt. Perfect. And then she knows me too well. She got me a little baby doll head. Wait, focus on the baby doll head. Focus! I love baby doll head so much. And then this walking guy. Very cute. Is he gonna stand up? I don't know. And then some squishy things. You know, just squishy things. I think you put those on your finger. And then she knows me too well. Treehouse of Horror earrings. Like, amazing. These actually match my shirt too with the green. Like, do I dare? Do I dare wear Treehouse of Horror with Beetlejuice today? I might have to. And then more earrings. These are so cute. I actually almost wore these to work because they're a cat with ghost. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up, but it's really, really cute. But it actually matches like my work shirt like perfectly. My work shirt's like a dark green, which I don't have to wear to work like ever, but I just wanted one. And then an axolotl sticker because Kelsey's a little axolotl. I love it. Kelsey is the sweetest human being in the world. And everybody should go subscribe to her and watch all of her videos. As for reading, I have not read anything that I'm supposed to be reading. I feel like I'm screaming right now. I'm probably screaming at you, and I'm sorry. But I needed an audiobook, of course, as one always does, right? To do stuff. Mostly cleaning. I had to do a lot of cleaning, and then I went on that long walk. So I ended up starting Children of Night by Dan Simmons because in my TBR video I did talk about my paperbacks from Hell list, and this is on my paperbacks from Hell list. And look at how much I made it through today. I only have like, I think 2 hours or an hour and a half left. This is a vampire story, and it first takes like a more medical view of the vampire stuff. Like, people are trying to figure it out, but of course right now we're like, yeah, they know it's freaking vampires. I'm not sure when this was published. I think it was the 80s. Okay, this was published in 1992. So the slur for the Romney people is used a ton in this, like a lot. And it takes place mostly in Transylvania and Romania. Yeah, mostly, some of it does take place in the States, but a lot of it is in Romania, which is really cool. Beans is right here. That's what I'm petting. He'll probably turn around and bite me in a second. He's just like, I want attention when you're filming. And yeah, so that slur is used a ton, like a lot. It is like probably used like almost 100 times or so in this. Like, it's crazy. I was like, again. But you do get so there's the Vlad and the Impaler like character in this, and he is horrific. I think that's the scariest thing in this, is Vlad the Impaler POV in this. So like, what an awful dude. Like, I'm sure Dan Simmons, like, because he based like his horror books on like real historical things, and like, I'm sure this dude like I mean, I heard some of the stuff like he did is like absolutely horrific. It's like so gross. Like, a lot of impaling happening. Not just impaling, there's other stuff going on. But yeah, those chapters are like, listening to those, I was just like, oh my gosh. It's like getting coffee, and I was like, oh, hold on, I can't listen to this right now. But yeah, I am enjoying it, other than the slurs. Like, what the heck. And that is it. That's the only thing I've been reading. And tonight I'm hopefully going to watch my movie. I'm gonna watch Where Evil Lurks or something like that. I've heard it's like intense, so I'm excited for it. I heard it's like so gross and terrifying. And it is on Shudder if you have Shudder, and that's part of my 31 and 31. So yeah, I think that's it for this update. I shall check in later. So it is the next day. We had a very busy morning. We went to a farmer's market and they had like a little petting zoo area, and of course Alex and I were the only adults petting the animals there, but it was a lot of fun. And then we went to a pumpkin patch and did a hayride, and we also did like a maze. It wasn't a corn maze, it was a hay maze, and Alex could see above it. I couldn't really see anything, but it was like scary, and actually a kid started to cry in the middle of it. I felt so bad. His parents just let him in, and then he got lost and they had to like pull him out. But I get it. It was very tight and it was dark, like when you're down low. We ended up getting a couple of pumpkins there because we needed one more because one of ours already rotted. We didn't realize when we got it from Aldi, it already had a hole in it, so that sucked. But last night I did finish Children of a Night on sprints, and I think I'm leaning towards a 3-star, 3.5 for it because it just felt like it just ended. I think this is part of a series, so there might be like more going on with it. I did like the ending. It was a bit predictable though. Like I kind of knew what was going to happen for the most part. They did foreshadow something else going on in it, but it didn't happen what I thought was going to happen. So this has to be part of a series or like a beginning of a series. I need to like look it up. But yeah, a great vampire story. It was a lot of fun. And then I did start The Banished. I made it 130-ish, 40-ish pages in. I think I'm going to DNF this. It's very, very slow. It's not super scary. There is a couple of spooky scenes in it. I will not lie. With some ghosts. This is a witch story. This is like in a universe, I guess, where witches are just like around. I mean, they're still secret, but yeah. It felt like I said this on sprints last night. It's a gnarly Harry Potter. And yeah, it's bouncing around. It's like having a lot of different POVs before I guess we get to the main person, whose name is Travis. I don't know. I feel like I can't get with a main character named Travis for some reason. But basically he gets his power off of people's fear. And yeah, he has to like, that's how he gets his power, and he starts doing evil stuff. So kind of like The Craft. Maybe, like he gets too much power, you know, that happens. But yeah, I think I'm going to DNF it, and I don't know what I'm going to change it to. I have to find another book that's going to scare me. So we shall see what I end up reading for that. As for tonight, as you can see, I'm half bat right now. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go to my friend's birthday party. I'm going early, so like I don't even know if anybody's gonna be there. They might be, I don't know. She's having a Taylor Swift Eras party. I thought I would be Midnights, but it's actually Reputation. Michelle corrected me for Michelle's Library. So I'm gonna go give her a gift, and then we're having people come over our place, and we're gonna do a little bit of pre-gaming, and then we're gonna do a mini bar crawl. It's just like fun to be out this time of year, and it's really warm out too, so I feel like there's gonna be like more people out. And yeah, see where the night leads us. Definitely pizza. I know we're doing pizza tonight. And I do want to start my November spread, so hopefully I'll get some of that done before I leave. But yeah, that is it for this check. Oh no, it's not it. It's not it for this check-in. I wanted to talk about When Evil Lurks because I watched this last night. I got off of Sprints really early. I was like, I gotta watch this movie. You guys, this movie had my mouth, it was like wide open at the beginning of it. There is such a gross scene at the beginning of it. I was like gagging a little. And I feel like I have a tough gag reflex for the most part, I feel like, when it comes to seeing gross stuff. Ugh. It was so disgusting. Do not even drink water while watching the beginning of this movie. So this is about like a small town, and there is like an evil. It's like a possession horror movie, but it's done so differently. There are rules to this possession, and you're told that kind of right off the bat. And then there's just like, it doesn't let up any, because when there isn't any horrific kills going on, there's just people yelling over top of each other, like trying to convince each other of this. Like, it was so crazy. It was an experience. I loved it. This is one of my favorite movies I watched this year because it did scare me. It like I had reactions to it. So today my movie is The Littlest Vampire, because I'm like, I need to go easy with myself. Hopefully I will finish it. I'm in the middle of watching it while I do my makeup and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen The Littlest Vampire, so I had to switch it up today. I was like, I cannot go through another like movie like that. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. It's on Shudder. It just got on there, so it'll probably be on there for a while. Fantastic. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, that is the end of this check-in now.
I'm Crusto, the funniest clown in the whole wide world.
People who have to tell you they're funny usually aren't. Can I get my butt back, sword clown?
Why, sure. Just reach in and take it. That's right. Build the tension.
Okay, so I'm wearing half of my costume. It is Halloween. It has been a couple days since I checked in, but I did finish some books. I finished Final Girl Support Group, my reread, and I loved it. I loved the audio for it. Again, same with my first time reading it. I do wish there was more creepy Kelsey in this. You don't get a ton of creepy Kelsey stuff, and that was the most interesting part for me. The first time I read it and this time. But it was funny today on Sprints on Kelsey's channel. We were talking about, everybody said I would be like the final girl or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I would totally fight. Like, I was like all revved up still from my reread of this. And I told him, I was like, but I am all talk right now because I just finished Final Girl Support Group. And then I did finish The Prettiest Girl in the Grave for a book that scares you. This book's for the prompt because it is my book club pick for October. And you know, book club picks are a lot of pressure sometimes. So I'm going to save my thoughts on this because my live show is tomorrow with Christine from Secrets Reads. I'll link her channel in the description box down below so you can go sub. And this vlog will be out before the live show. So if you made it this far in the vlog, the live show is at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I'm excited to talk about this one. I think it's going to be a fun one to talk about. And that is it. It is Halloween. Happy Halloween. We are going to the parade now. And I will end with some footage of the parade.